Hello friends, you are aware about the adulteration, and nowadays you will see in the market that food products are also adulterated. And you see in the food products there are two types of adulteration. One is intentional and another is unintentional. Intentional adulteration mostly the traders or the manufacturers they do for the economic point of view, where they get the monitoring benefit. Unintentional adulteration is where the people are not aware of the rules and regulations and the methods of the preparation by which the food should not be adulterated. Nowadays you will see different products are adulterated by different means in the market. For example, honey is adulterated with the sugar, mustard oil is adulterated with the argemone, the spices are adulterated with the colors, like tea also you will see there is a color. You will also see the vegetables which are colored in the market. You will also see the sweet meats or the mithaiya which you get in the market, they are also colored. There are two types of methods for checking the adulteration. There are simple methods which can be detected by the consumer, by the household lady, and by the simple manufacturer also by the simple methods, which are the indication, they are not the confirmative test, but they are the chemical method which are the confirmative methods by which we can detect the adulteration in different food products by different means. And today's program we are going to discuss in detail. Friends, now I would like to let you know the difference between the mustard seed and argemone seed. I have discussed that argemone seed can be adulterated with the mustard seed because if you see it looks like very same in the color and physical shape. But if argemone oil is present in the mustard oil, then you will have lot of health hazards. If a product is being cooked in this oil which is adulterated with the argemone oil, you will have lot of problems like a dropsy. You will recall the case of dropsy in 1998 where a lot of people have died. If any person, any consumer consume the product which is made out of this adulterated oil, it has swelling on their limbs. Now there are physical simple method where we can identify, differentiate between mustard oil, mustard seed and argemone seed. If you see physically you cannot identify, but if you see under magnifying glass, you will see the mustard seed are round in shape, while argemone seed are pointed in shape. If you also see the physical surface, it is smooth, while in argemone seed it is rough. You will see lot of scratch on the surface, while in the mustard seed you will have round shape, smooth shape. Now, my friend Mr. Senthilnathan will also let you know some of other methods to check or to identify between the argemone seed and mustard seed.
We have another two methods for the identification of argemone seeds and mustard seeds. I put some mustard seed in water, it goes down, it's because of its high density. See? If I put some argemone seeds in water, it floats on water, it's because of its low density. And number two, if I crush the mustard seed, it is having yellow dicotyledons and the argemone seed is having white cotyledons.
There are chemical method by which you can confirm definitely that the oil is adulterated with the argemone oil. The method is the thin layer chromatography, we call as TLC. We run the TLC of the extracted oil like this. One is a known oil and one is the adulterated oil. And once the TLC is complete, we dry it and we put under UV light. And under UV light, we see that the fluorescence which is due to the presence of argemone oil. If the argemone oil is present in the mustard oil, the spot of the TLC will give the fluorescence. If oil doesn't have the argemone oil, it will not have any fluorescence. And this is the confirmatory method, chemical test, where we can confirm that mustard oil has the argemone oil or not. I will let you know one of the common adulterant, that is kesari dal. And this kesari dal is mixed with arhar dal or chana dal. The reason being, it looks like very similar in color and shape. This is being adulterated with these dals because this is cheap. If you see the cost, almost it is half of the cost of the arhar dal or chana dal. So that is the reason, the economical reason, the traders or the manufacturers, they add into this dal. If you take regularly these dals, then it causes paralysis. Paralysis means there is no proper movement of your limbs. Now I will let you know the identification, physical identification method of kesari dal and arhar or chana dal. If you see physically, hardly it is the thing that you can identify the mixture of kesari dal with the arhar dal and the chana dal. If you see in the magnifying glass, 1 grain of the arhar dal and 1 grain of the kesari dal, you can see the difference. If you see the arhar dal, this is smooth in shape and oval in shape, and also the shape is concave. While the kesari dal, it is rectangular in shape and the shape is not proper and the surface is also flat. So this is the way you can see under magnifying glass and you can differentiate between chana dal and kesari dal. The chemical confirmative test method is, if you take the test tube, put some dal and also put some hydrochloric acid into it, there is no change in color. While you take the kesari dal and add some hydrochloric acid, there is a change in color. Now this is the chemical confirmative test. If there is no kesari dal, there is no change in color, while if there is a kesari dal, it turns into violet color. This is the confirmatory test method for identification of kesari dal in chana and tur dal. Now I will inform you about the another adulterant. Now I will show you one of the adulterant, that the papaya seeds mixed with the black pepper. The reason being, if you see the physical shape of both, the black pepper and papaya seeds, it looks like same. So very commonly it can be mixed each other and it is very difficult to identify in physical form. The motive behind is that the papaya seed is available in plenty and the black pepper is costly. So the motive behind this adulteration is just to get the monitoring benefit out of that. If you see these under magnifying glass, this is the papaya seed, you will see much rough surface than the black pepper. If you see black pepper, you will see the rough surface, while in papaya seed you will see much rough surface. But the color, the size is almost same. That is the reason it is very commonly mixed into the black pepper. The another way to identify is, because the black pepper have its chemical content, that is piperine content. If you put into the mouth and chew it, it has lot of pungency. While the papaya seed, if you chew it, you will have no problem, no pungency at all. So that is the way you can identify between these two, black pepper and papaya seeds. Now I will let you know about the another adulterant. let you know the most common adulterant, that is the addition of the colors in grounded spices. If you see, these both are turmeric powder, and this is made up of pure and good quality of turmeric fingers, while this is made up of the poor quality of turmeric fingers. If you see the color difference, here you can visualize. But most of the traders, to make it more bright in the color, they add in this unpermitted color. Similarly, in the chili powder, to make it more red, more eye appeal, they add color, while as per the regulations it is not allowed. If you take the synthetic color, throw these spices regularly into your food, it is very harmful. Even then, it is proven that these colors are carcinogens. They make you the cancers as well. Now I'll let you know the motive behind this adulterants is just the monitoring benefit, to have a poor quality of the raw material, make the final product which looks like a good quality of the product. Now I will let you know the physical method of checking these adulterations. Now we'll take 2 glasses of water. I'll add a pinch of chili powder which does not have any added coloring matter. If I sprinkle over the water, if you see that there is no migration of the color, only the chili particles is moving. While you see here, this chili powder having the added coloring matter into it, if you sprinkling on the water surface, you will see immediately the color particles moves into, because it's a water soluble color, and you will see slowly the color difference into these two. It is going to be more reddish, it is going to be more yellowish, because if you see in the chili, more yellow paprika color is there, while if chili is added with the red color, you see the difference, the red color is coming out. But if you see physically here, you cannot identify which is added and which is not added with the color. Similarly, in turmeric powder, now I'll take a pinch of turmeric powder which is made up of good and sound turmeric fingers. If you add hydrochloric acid into it, it turns into red in color, and if you add the water into it, the color will change. The color will come original yellow. So this is the turmeric powder without adding of any color. While you take the turmeric powder which is made up of poor quality of the fingers and added with the some metal in yellow color, if you add into this hydrochloric acid, it turns into red, and while you add into the water, the color will not change. So you see the difference. This is the turmeric powder where you have added color and it doesn't comes to your original color, and this is the turmeric powder where it turns into its original color, and by seeing the difference into the color you can identify. These are the physical method by which you can check the color added into it, but if you want to quantify it, there are certain instrumental method where you can quantify and you can know exactly how much color is added. If you see the regulations, in spices powder, no addition of color is allowed. So there is no question of any drop, single drop or single milligram of the color to be added into spices. Now I will let you know about the another adulterant. Now I will let you know the adulteration of sugar in honey. There is a very simple method to check the sugar content in honey, particularly the mixing of sucrose in honey. The very simple way, we take honey into this pestle and mortar, put some diethyl ether and crush it for 5 minutes, and extract can be dropped into these white tiles. And once we put the resorcinol, if there is a sugar, it will develop the red color, and if there is no sugar, there will be no color. The mixing is because of just a monitoring benefit, because honey is costlier than the sugar. So sugar is easily can be added into the honey and it is mixed with. However, by simple method, we can detect in the laboratory by developing a color. If honey has the sugar content, it will develop this color, and if honey doesn't have the sugar, it will have no color. Now I'll let you know about the another adulterant. Now I will let you know another adulterant in tea. You know, tea is a very common food for all the consumers. Every day you take the tea, and the tea are in different types, the CTC and green leaves. Mostly to make the final product more colorful, the people add the color into the tea. So once you make the final product, then it comes a bright color. It attracts to the eyes, and there are simple ways for detecting it. The motive behind it, just a economic benefit, or to make the product more appealable for the consumer. While consumer will take the tea, it will have a good color. It may be monitoring benefit also, it may be only the product benefit as well. And the simple way, if you have a tea adulterated with the color, put into the water, it will discharge its color. While if you have the tea without color, it will not discharge the color. But I would like to remind one thing, that tea also has its natural color. So if you see after some time, the adulterated tea will have a distinct color, while the natural tea will have its own natural color. If you have the added artificial color into the tea, and if you are regularly having the tea, the health effect is the same. Like you have these added colors or artificial color are proven carcinogens. So they may have a till cancer also if you are taking. It acts as a slow poison, and it is coming into your body, and it may have a health effect as well. You have seen few items of the adulteration, but there are so many other adulterations are found in the different food products, and there are different methods for detecting the adulteration, qualitatively and quantitatively. Most importantly, for quantitatively detecting the adulteration at trace level, we need sophisticated equipment and a good laboratory. To check the adulteration, the Government of India has prescribed rules and regulations which are described in the Prevention of Food Adulteration Act. Under Rule 16, the offence, it is non-violable, and the minimum imprisonment is decided is 1 year, which can be extended up to the life depending on the nature of adulteration, and the powers is given to the magistrate. It is also estimated that India is going to be the world food factory by 2020. So it is very important for the Indian entrepreneurs to follow the regulations which are prescribed by the nation, not only by the nation but also as per the international regulations. And it is very important that India is now open for the trade to the worldwide. So the trade is not restricted to within India or neighboring states. It is also a global trade. And it is important that for the developing country or the developing India, the citizens of the India should be healthy, and food and quality safe must be provided, and it is the duty of the entrepreneurs as well as the regulators to make sure that food which is traded is meeting the requirement.